So imagine if you had the job of running a city during this pandemic. That is what La Crosse Mayor Tim Cabot had to manage throughout this year. And News 8 Now's Tyler Jobe is here to explain the ups and downs for the city in 2020.
Yes, Martha, as if 2020 wasn't hard enough to Cabot professionally, the mayor went through some obstacles that are impacting him personally as well. Managing a citywide emergency isn't new to Mayor Tim Cabot.
There's always that expectation and the concern, especially over a weather event.
Those are usually short term.
And then you can go back to a more normal circumstance.
COVID is proving to be the complete opposite.
We saw, I think it was about a $4.5 million shortfall that we saw this year on our budget.
That large of a deficit forced the city to resort to hiring freezes, furloughs, and even some layoffs.
And those were very difficult.
The mayor says a big portion of those furloughs and layoffs were from the public library and the La Crosse Center.
But we have a plan with both the La Crosse Center and the library to start incrementally going back to where we were pre-COVID.
2020 also wasn't without controversy for the mayor.
The Hiawatha statue had a life of controversy, honestly, ever since it was first erected back in the 1960s.
It was Cabot who requested the city to take down the statue once and for all in the summer.
It was time to do that. It's been a bit of a challenge because, I heard from a lot of community members who were upset.
His wife, Christy, also ended up in the public eye.
I think as this case evolves, and especially as we go through the process, more information will be shared that shows that it wasn't, simply my wife's fault or that she was the instigator.
Of an incident where she was pepper sprayed after standing in front of a minivan during a protest, according to La Crosse police.
It is unfortunate that happened, obviously. I think that is something that, everybody wishes would be different.
Cabot will not be running for a third term, a decision he says has nothing to do with the incident involving his wife.
This is a job that requires a 100% commitment, really your mind, body, and spirit to serve in this capacity.
But before he signs off, there are some accomplishments from this year to look back on.
The park refurbishments, and especially the timing for additional trails, was good.
That's only just a glimpse of what managing a city in a pandemic looks like.
I know that we still have a ways to go.
And Cabot will tell you he can't wait until the calendar flips to 2021.
I'm going to take a little time after April just to have a little time for myself and my family, and then
in the new year, the mayor says the city is getting ready to do $62 million in repairs to the wastewater treatment plant. A new fire station on the north side is set to go under construction, as well as remodeling done to fire station number 1. Martha?
A lot of projects. All right, thanks so much, Tyler. The mayor also pointed out that repairs on Jackson Street and South Avenue are also expected to be completed next year, but La Crosse Street will not be repaved until the year 2022.